right now, let's take a look at some genuine drama on One Life to Live.
I mean, I realized that if John were alive, we'd be engaged right now. And now I don't know how to feel.
Stay tuned for One Life to Live.
That's what I like.
I'm leaving.
One question. What was Sister Natalie doing in a hotel room filled with balloons? Is that something Tess and Nikki taught her from the family Kama Sutra?
You sure about this?
Yeah, it's perfect. Great location, reasonable rent.
Yeah, so what if it sounds like World War III up there?
Well, I'll just have to stock up on earplugs.
Not to mention you haven't even seen the room yet.
I've seen other rooms here. I'm sure they're, all alike.
And what if your future roommate prefers it to be nice and quiet, like most normal people would?
Layla just wants to be near work. And like I said, living in Angel Square feels right. Reminds me of my roots.
Okay. Roxy won't talk you out of it, that's for sure.
Where is she, anyway?
Gambling trip. All right, the first room I can show you is...
Adriana, hey.
Hey.
Hey, you guys.
You guys looking for Natalie?
Look, before you say anything, we want to say that we're sorry. We didn't mean to upset Natalie any more than she already is, so...
Why would Natalie be upset?
You don't know?
About my brother?
John, what about him?
Carlotta,
Clint.
have you seen Natalie?
Oh, not today. Everything okay?
John McBain was one of the victims out on I-65 yesterday.
What? No, not John. Is he badly injured?
Carlotta, John died.
Dear God. So young. He was such a fine man. Why would God take him from us so young?
Evangeline. Hi.
Hi.
Well, I'm still in shock. I could only imagine how difficult this must be for you.
Yeah, I was here at the station a few days ago, and I saw John. We had a really good talk. I decided to tell him about me and Chris. You know, that we were getting more serious. I didn't want him to hear it from anybody else. And he was really, I thought I wanted to be alone, but I don't. I can't. I think I need to be around people that knew him and loved him.
When something like this happens, we need to be around people who love us, right? Now more than ever.
I'm sorry, I'm in a rush.
Natalie, I heard. I know about John.
He's dead.
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
Claudia, you all right?
No, I think my jaw is broken.
Oh, come on. If your jaw was broken, you wouldn't be able to talk.
Why did you hit her?
She provoked me.
Jessica, this isn't like you.
This isn't like me.
No.
What, you don't think I have the guts to hit her? I should have shut her up a long time ago.
You gonna tell me why you hit her or not?
Not. Claudia knows why I hit her. Why don't you tell him?
She's right, I do know why. It's because we slept together and she's consumed with jealousy, which I find kind of strange since she's supposed to be in love with someone else.
This is for you. It's a book of John's. He left in my apartment. I thought you might like to have it.
Thanks. But you're sure you don't want to keep it?
Oh, no. I have other things.
Well, why don't we go inside the office? Come on. You know, when I first came back to the force, John made me feel like, he gave me such a hard time. I mean, he led me to believe that we had this whole new set of rules here at the Longview PD, you know, that I was gonna have to start from scratch. And I bought it like some wet, behind-the-ears rookie.
That wicked sense of humor of his.
Yeah.
Could be very convincing.
Yes, it could.
I know that when someone, passes, you honor their memory by remembering the good times. But I can't help but wonder whether or not I was too hard on him.
You?
Antonio, I was trying to get him to open up. I couldn't understand why he couldn't give me what I needed. Why he couldn't give me 100% of himself. And I knew that he was suffering over his father's murder and Caitlin, that he was traumatized by his guilt.
Fault.
Maybe I could have been more empathetic, and not so focused selfishly on me and what he wasn't able to give me.
You're being way too hard on yourself. You loved him, and he knew that.
Yeah, you're right. He did know that. So I'm gonna focus on the good times.
Yeah.
And remind myself how special it was to know him and to be a part of his life. And I'll think about all those times we laughed. We laughed so much, and I'll think about all those times that he did really make me feel loved.
Oh, Michael, I'm so sorry. I didn't know John very well, mostly through other people, but I know what a great detective he was and how much everyone respected him.
He was the best.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Michael. My heart goes out to you. If there's ever a time you want to talk or anything I can do, I know the McBains aren't much for talking, but if you want to shoot darts or pool or...
Thanks, Rex.
Have you guys talked to Natalie? Do you know how she's doing, how she's taking it?
She's not well. John was actually planning to propose to her.
Oh, my God.
We thought that Natalie would want to know. We thought it would comfort her and just to know that how much John loved her and that he wanted to marry her. But,
Yeah, so we tracked her down at the police station and we told her.
it was too much for her. She just took off,
Where'd she go?
We don't know. So we came here to look for her. We thought she might come to John's place, but no Natalie.
Well, I have to find her. She shouldn't be out there all by herself. I gotta find her.
Christian, I don't understand why this happened. Why, John?
I wish I could answer that. I wish I could make sense out of it. It's just...
He seemed so hopeful right before he went to visit his father's grave. It was like for the first time since I've known John, it was just this weight had lifted off him and he was looking forward to the future. Did you know that he called me? And he told me to save tonight just for the two of us because he had special plans? And then I saw Michael and he told me.
What?
That John was gonna propose to me.
Wow.
Yeah. At first, For a split second, I thought my heart was gonna burst with happiness because that meant that John really loved me. But then I realized that it didn't make any sense to be happy because what I would be happy about doesn't exist. And now I don't know how to feel, Christian. I mean, I realized that if John were alive, we'd be engaged right now. Can you tell me how I'm supposed to feel? Because I don't have a clue.
Excuse me, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Hi, Dorian.
Carlota?
Well, thank you, Clint. I think I need to get back to work, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, I must say I'm surprised. What, you and I were together for what? 2 minutes. We've been broken up for 2 seconds, and yet here you are already.
Don't make a fool out of yourself.
Me make a fool out of myself? I know Carlota makes the best flan in town.
Would you shut the hell up? What are you doing here?
Maybe I am so fed up with people accusing me of all this stalker business, I've become a stalker.
What are you doing
Oh, yeah,
here?
I followed you here.
You what?
Yeah, you heard me. I followed you here because I am not going to give up on you so easily.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, please, 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 please. Hear me out.
I don't have time to hear you out. I need to find my daughter, all right?
Why? Is Jessica... she had
Natalie,
some...
I'm talking about Natalie.
Natalie? What's wrong with her?
John McBain was killed last night in a car accident.
Oh, my God. No wonder you were so harsh with me just now when I... Oh, please, Clint. Please, let me be here for you. Let me help the way I did with Jessica. Right? I can do that.
No, I don't need your help, and I don't want your help.
Yes, you do. This is not the time to shut me out, John McBain. I mean, he was so young with his whole life ahead of him. It just proves life is so unpredictable. It can change on a dime. And that's why we have to be able to lean on each other and seize whatever happiness we can while we can. Clint, please allow me to help you, to be there for you. Well, for Natalie, too.
Don't fall for it, Mr. Buchanan.
Claudia, me hitting you had nothing to do with you sleeping with Nash.
Good, good. So what did it have to do with it? What, did she say something to you?
Like I said before, if you want to know why I hit her, you can ask Claudia. But I doubt that you'll get a straight answer, because not only is she a lunatic, she's a lying, delusional lunatic.
Will you just get out of here? You've done enough damage.
And the next time that she tries to sleep with you, Nash, I'd recommend a cold shower instead.
Can you get her out of my
No
face?
need. I'm out of here. Oh, but if you ever want a rematch, just whistle, okay?
Suddenly ice, my jaw hurts like hell.
It's in the freezer.
Along with your heart, perhaps?
What did you say to Jessica?
Why do you just assume that...
Well, because she punched you.
Well, whatever I said to her, that does not justify physical assault. I mean, I have half a mind to report her to the police.
No, you won't. Unless you want to never speak to me again, you'll say nothing. Show yourself out.
Where are you going?
I know it's a lot to take in, especially after finding out that John was planning on proposing to you. And I can't tell you what to feel or what to think about it. But I will tell you this. If I were in your shoes and I found out that someone I loved very much wanted to spend the rest of their life with me, I'd take it as a sign of how much they loved me. That I made a difference to them. Listen, why don't we go somewhere inside, huh? It's getting chilly. I'll tell you what, I'll take you to your mom's.
No. No, I wanna go to John's. It's where I really need to be right now.
Okay. Let's go.
My mom was like so anxious to meet this guy that I'd been going on and on and on about. You know, she's so overprotective. And she wanted to make sure that he was right for me before she, you know, really overextended herself. But she ended up being lovely to him when they first met. But one of my uncles, he was awful. He did everything he could possibly think of to make John feel
Unwelcome?
unfortunately. But John was like cool, you know, and dignified. And I think that's one of the things I really liked most about him when I first met him, was how he handled himself in difficult situations. You know?
Yeah, always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and his honesty and his bravery. I was telling my sister before that I think he made the world a safer place.
He was one hell of a cop. You know? Whenever there was a crisis, everyone looked to Lieutenant McBain.
Yeah. Everyone did, and so did I.
It's okay. You loved him.
I know.
Very much.
I did. More than I wanted to. Because I was scared. I was afraid in my heart of hearts that we weren't in it for the long haul, you know, that we weren't meant for each other. And then even after we broke up and we both moved on, I still felt a connection to him. I guess I just thought he would be part of my life, you know, forever. And I don't understand how somebody that was so alive and so important to so many people could just be gone.
Oh. Nash, what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Now's not a good time.
No, it's okay. I'm okay. Really, I'm okay.
Why don't I take you home?
No, I feel like walking. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Thanks for the gift.
Take care, okay? Okay.
Whatever it is, make it quick, because I got a lot of work to do. And if it has anything to do with Jessica...
It does.
Forget it, because I'm not discussing her with you.
I think you should hear this.
All right, Nash, spit it out. What the hell can be so important about my future wife?
Well, for starters, she's got one mean right hook.
Adriana. Ay, que linda. It's always so good to see you, darling, but this is between Clint and me.
Well, that's where you're wrong. You see, when you say something in public where other people can hear, you said people are free to warn other people about what you're saying.
This is very rude.
Well, then I'm being rude. Mr. Buchanan, you should know that my mother here, Doreen Lord, is the queen of spin. She could sell ice to an Eskimo.
Excuse me, I was just telling Clint how much I cared about him, and I was about to tell him how I was willing to do just about anything to make up for whatever sins I may have committed against either one of you.
Well, the burning question is, does Mr. Buchanan fully understand what kind of sins we're talking about here?
I think you two ladies can have this argument without me.
No. You need to hear this, Mr. Buchanan. Because of my mother, I was kidnapped by a dangerous maniac and almost got raped and killed. Rex almost drowned, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Rex and I are lucky to be alive, no thanks to my mother, who still thinks she loves me and uses that excuse for every horrible, manipulative scheme she can dream up to control me.
Adriana, why are you doing this to me?
I'm just trying to help Mr. Buchanan, that's all. I think he deserves to know what kind of witch he's dealing with.
Adriana, I understand what you're saying, and I thank you. And don't you worry about me getting back with your mother, because that is never going to happen. Now, I I'm gonna go find my daughter.
Mr. Buchanan, when you find Natalie, could you just tell her to call me? Tell her that I love her. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little...
Rex, I'll tell her.
You call me the queen of spin? And yet the way you tell it, I intentionally put my own daughter in danger to make her suffer when actually all I was trying to do was protect you. Well, then you're a health hazard. Adriana, what happened to you was not my fault. It was the fault of that psychopath, that Bruce, whatever his name was. He went out of control. He was some kind of a drug addict. It certainly was not my fault.
I think she actually believes that.
It's the truth. And Clint would have believed it too, if you had not been so vengeful and vitriolic towards your own mother. Do you really hate me that much?
Natalie was really upset to hear that John was going to propose to her. She ran out of the police station. I didn't even get a chance to give her the ring.
I should have realized it was just too much for her to take in. I mean, I should have realized it was too much.
Mom, you were trying to help, okay? You know, you thought that if she knew that John really loved her, that he really, really loved her, she wouldn't feel so completely alone.
But she is. And I know that better than anybody.
Before I forget, you should probably hold on to this, please. I just think it's better this way.
You know what? If it's okay with you, I'm gonna go take a walk. I need a little bit of air.
Now.
Yeah.
Mom.
I'll be fine. John's spirit's gonna be watching over me. You enjoy your baby son. He's very lucky. And so are you.
A right hook? What are you talking about?
Jessica punched Claudia, and not a slap. Punch.
Oh, come on.
No, really, punched her on the chin, floored her.
No, I can't believe. Oh, okay. What did Claudia do to her?
Well, I don't know what the final straw was, but I do know what started it.
Yes?
I slept with Claudia, and Jessica was none too pleased about it.
Jesse.
Dad, oh God, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what are you doing out here all alone?
I'm just, thinking. How's Natalie?
I don't know. I've been looking for her. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I did actually. I saw her at John's suite this morning. I know, it was so sad. She had, written him this card that she was going to give him when he came back from Atlantic City, and the whole place was decorated for a celebration. It was...
Oh, God, that poor kid.
No. She's not well. And I went downstairs to get her a shake, and when I came back up, she was gone.
Gone where?
Oh, turns out she went to the police station to go and see Uncle Bo, and I'm just worried about her. I have no idea how she's going to get through this.
Yeah, I keep calling her on her cell phone, but it just goes directly to voicemail. Jess, what happened to your hand?
Nothing at all.
What do you mean nothing? Looks swollen. What happened?
I punched someone.
Why?
I had my reasons, but I'm scared, Dad.
Scared of what?
Myself.
What's that?
It's, not important.
List my mom was making for the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, honey, arrangements like this, they have to be made, you know? It's part of life. The thing that's really breaking my heart is that my mother has to plan her own son's funeral. Not supposed to be that way. There's something just so wrong about it.
Your mom, she's really strong, Michael. And she loves you so much. And, I mean, look how sweet she is with Tommy, right? She's gonna be fine. She still has so much to live for.
You're right. She does. Strong woman. She's gonna get past this. You know? Maybe someday I will too.
Do you want me to stay?
It's okay. I'm all right with Eve.
Okay, well, you call me if you need anything, day or night.
Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry for your loss. John was a good man.
Thanks, Christian.
See you.
I talked to Michael and Marcy, and they told me how upset you were, and it was all my idea to tell you, and I just wasn't thinking. I'm so sorry, sweetie.
It's just that
it was just so overwhelming. I know, but maybe you'll feel differently about it once you hear what John had to say about things.
Park it, because it's one thing for you to lash out at me in private. It's quite another for you to do it in public, especially in front of a man with whom I'm emotionally
Oh, I told
involved.
the truth. A foreign concept to you, I know.
So callous and cruel, I hardly recognize you, Adriana.
You should. I learned it all from you.
I am many things, but I am not cruel and vindictive. Especially not when it comes to you. I think all of this is the influence of Mr.
Oh, no. Don't you dare blame any of this on Rex. This is all me. You tried your best to ruin my love life, and I am just returning the favor.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to get you back. Yes, I'm going to find a way to make you forgive me. And that goes double for Clint. That's a promise.
It's not gonna happen, Mom. Never.
Can you just calm down, please?
No.
It's bad for you, Adriana, okay? It's a waste of energy.
Not in my book.
Great, let's sink to Dorian's level. That's how I want to spend my time.
Rex, did you hear her? She said she's gonna get back with Clint and then she's gonna be happy again. I can't let that happen. Okay? Dear Carlotta, didn't you used to date Clint Buchanan?
That was a long time ago, Mija.
Well, what do you think about getting back together with him?
Are you playing matchmaker now?
You don't want to know.
He's dating your mother.
No, he broke up with her when he found out what kind of person she is.
Adriana, don't speak that way about your mother. She loves you.
Really? She has a funny way of showing it. Actually, it's not funny at all. It's just dangerous.
You've been fighting.
Oh, more like World War III.
Dorian is a complicated woman and very jealous. If she'd even seen Clint and Vicky together at any point,
she would freak.
Dorian considers Vicky her arch enemy. You must know that.
And Clint and Vicky spend a lot of time together, and that must eat Mom up inside.
You get any idea in your head to get in the middle of that, you're playing with fire, young lady.
That's it. We have to find a way to get Clint and Vicky back together.
Now you tell me, why would you be afraid of yourself?
Because I am becoming more and more like Tess every day. And at first, I was okay with it. You know, I was getting her memories, some of her feelings, and it didn't faze me because I just figured that it was what was to be expected. I mean, I'm integrated now, so of course Tess is going to be a part of me, but this is different. I mean, I'm talking like her, I'm drinking like her, and apparently I'm fighting like her.
Well, I don't like the idea of you fighting with anybody, but from what I'm told, this is part of the integration.
What, to completely take over my personality?
Well, you can't think of it like you're becoming more like Tess. It's just that you're reclaiming parts of your personality that split off from you years ago.
Well, it's not good, Dad. I don't feel good.
Jess, it's part of the process, okay? Try not to judge yourself so much. And above all, you be patient.
Well, Tess doesn't know how to be patient.
Well, have the Jess part give her a lesson or two, huh?
I'll try.
If anybody can do it, it's you.
Yeah, well, you're my dad, and you're supposed to say things like that.
You're darn tootin' I'm your daddy, don't you forget it either.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah. Jesse, I want to know who it is you punched and why.
It was Claudia. She slept with Nash, and then when he left the room, she said horrible, terrible things to me. And then she started to go in on Natalie, and I couldn't take it anymore, especially with what she's been through lately. So I hit her. I hit her as hard as I could, and it felt really good.
Yeah. You hurt yourself in the process.
Yeah, well, I hurt her more. Nash is really upset with me.
Sounds to me like maybe you did this out of jealousy.
Excuse me? You didn't just say that.
No. You said that Claudia had slept with Nash, spent the night with him. Hey, Christian.
Karen, hey.
Nice. Have you seen Natalie? I've been looking for her.
Yeah, I have actually. She's with John's mother at the hotel.
I spoke to John the day he died. And he sounded so excited. He was lit up. I mean, he talked a lot. I mean, a lot for John. And then he asked me for my engagement ring. And the only way I can explain it is his voice, Natalie, sounded like when he was a little boy, you know, before his father passed. He was so eager. And then he started to talk about you, and I'd never heard him talk like that, ever. He told me that you were his soulmate, that you had never given up on him as many times as he tried to push you away, and that he loved you so much that he didn't want to live another day without you in his life. You know, his last wish was for you to have this ring. Won't you grant that wish? Won't you accept the love that John so desperately wanted to give you?
Slept with Claudia.
Yeah. Not that it's any of your business, but yeah.
No. But you obviously made it Jessica's business.
No, I didn't. Jessica just showed up at my place.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. Antonio, get off it. I came here to tell you that Jessica's behaving bizarrely. All right? But unless that you think it's okay for your sweet, gentle fiancé to be taking pops at other women, I don't know.
You know, I don't have time for this, really.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, poor Claudia. I mean, she's still in love with you, but to take advantage of her this way is...
We are both adults. I'm not going to defend myself to you about this. Come on.
You know, that she would do anything to get you back. I mean, but it actually makes sense, you know, in a sick way. I mean, you lose Tess, you're lonely, you're making all these bad choices.
You don't care about my choice. Oh, you're trying to figure out Jessica's reaction.
Yeah, I love her, and she's my future wife.
Yes, you won her. I haven't forgotten.
No, but you're implying that Jessica was jealous of you and Claudia.
I never said that she was jealous.
You didn't have to. I got work to do.
Yeah, suit yourself. Look, you know, I came here to tell you that I'm worried about Jessica. She's acting strangely. And I think that she is not taking this whole integration thing as well as she's letting on. All right? But it's up to you. But if anything happens to Jessica, it's gonna...
It won't. But thanks for the warning.
Hey. Hey, fast service. I was just calling you. How you doing?
Hanging in. I'm really glad to see you. I need you, Chris. More than ever.
Please, Natalie, please take the ring.
Mom?
Yeah.
Nat? Is everything okay?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
One life to live.
Blair called and said she thought you might need a friend.
I promise you, whoever did this to you is gonna pay.
You must be out of the loop, my friend. I'm being released.
To John.
Run!